Welcome everyone, welcome back to Schemes in New series by Clarity for Sure courses. So today we are going to discuss about Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Man Dhan Yojana. India's unorganized worker who form the backbone of our economy now have a pension safety net through Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Man Dhan Yojana, a scheme which is basically and specifically designed to provide them an assured income and pension and dignity in their old age. Before jumping to today's topic, we will discuss the question I gave you in the previous session of Schemes in New series from Prime Minister Employment Generation Program. The question was that a 27-year-old woman from an aspirational district wants to start a micro enterprise under Prime Minister Employment Generation Program in the service sector. Now her project cost is Rs 18 lakh. What will be her minimum own contribution and maximum subsidy under the scheme? Your correct answer will be option number B, 0.9 lakh contribution with 6.3 lakh subsidy. The next question is, which of the following statements correctly differentiate between Prime Minister Employment Generation Program first loan and the second loan under Prime Minister Employment Generation Program Mudra Yojana? And the correct option will be option number C. First loan supports the new units and the second loan is for the upgradation of the existing units. The next question was that a self-help group in a hill district applies for a second loan under the Prime Minister Employment Generation Program Mudra Program for upgrading its manufacturing unit. If the project cost is Rs 80 lakh, what is the maximum subsidy it is eligible for? And the correct option is option number C, 16 lakh rupees. Moving forward with today's session, before starting today's scheme, today's session I am giving you the task for today, and the paragraph here is that the Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Man Dhan is a voluntary and contributory pension scheme aimed at ensuring old age security for the unorganized workers who contribute significantly to India's GDP but remain outside formal security nets. By offering a minimum assured pension of Rs 3,000 after the age of 60 with equal government contribution, the scheme balances welfare with fiscal prudence. Its design reflects the India's policy challenge of extending universal pension coverage while considering the irregular income patterns of informal workers. The scheme not only provides financial stability to vulnerable groups but also promotes social equity by recognizing the contribution of workers in sectors like agriculture, construction, handloom and other informal occupations. With over 30 crore workers already registered on the eShram portal, PMSYM acts as a crucial pillar in India's social security architecture. It also complements other initiatives such as the Atal Pension Yojana, the National Pension Scheme, creating more inclusively safety net. Furthermore, by leveraging institutions like LIC and the CSCs for implementation, the scheme demonstrates model of effective public-private partnership in delivering welfare. Ultimately, PMSYM symbolizes the government's long-term vision of building a comprehensive social protection system that safeguards the dignity of unorganized workers in their old age. You may take a screenshot of this paragraph. The question here is that the Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Man Dhan scheme is primarily designed to benefit which category of workers? These are their options. The next question is, a worker enrolls in PMSYM at the age of 30, according to the contribution structure, what will be his monthly contribution and how does the government supports this? Go through the paragraph and the question, their options very thoroughly, and then comment down your answers in the comment section. Coming to the next question, which of the following correctly explains the exit and withdrawal provisions of PMSYM for a worker who exists before completing 10 years of contribution? The next question is, in terms of implementation, which institutions are responsible for the fund management and frontline enrollment of PMSYM respectively? These are their options. Go through the paragraph very thoroughly and the options of the question, and then comment down your answers in the comment section. Coming to today's session, so Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Man Dhan Yojana is a voluntary type of and contributory pension scheme launched on 5th of March 2019 under the Ministry of Labour and Employment, which basically targets the unorganized sector or unorganized workers who are working in the unorganized sector. In income limit, the eligibility is that who are having monthly income up to 15,000. And minimum assured they will be getting the minimum assured pension of 3,000 per month after the age of 60 years. So, the Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Man Dhan Yojana is being administered by the Ministry of Labour and Employment with the contribution with LIC and the common service centers. Coming to its key features of this Yojana, the minimum assured pension which the contributor will be getting is of rupees 3,000 after the age of 60 years. The government of India matches the workers' contribution on 1:1 basis. Like if the contributor is spending rupees 55, the government will also rupees 55, which will make it 110. So this is following 1:1 basis. The scheme is voluntary, allowing workers to contribute based on their affordability and based on their requirement. If the beneficiary passes away, then the spouse will receive the 50% of the pension amount as a family pension, and the family pension is applicable to only the spouses. And the participants can also exit the scheme under the specified conditions. So what is the eligibility criteria under this scheme? Unorganized, the very first and basic eligibility criteria that the scheme is for the people who are working in the unorganized sector, like laborers, tailors, vendors, small shop owners or workers with similar job profiles. The second is the entry age is between 18 to 40 years, and the monthly income should be 15,000 or less than 15,000. So the benefit from this scheme will reach out to the nearest common service centers with your Aadhaar card and the required document. Coming to the very important part of the scheme, the contribution structure. The early you start contributing in this scheme, the minimum you have to contribute. The minimum contribution is rupees 55 and the maximum contribution is rupees 200. It basically starts at 18 years, and at the age of 18 the monthly contribution is rupees 55, and the equal amount of contribution is done by the government also. At the age of 20, if you join the scheme, the monthly contribution will be rupees 65. If you join the scheme at the age of 25, the monthly contribution is rupees 80. At the age of 30, the contribution is rupees 105. At the age of 35 years, it's 150, and at the maximum age, that is of 40 years, the maximum contribution is rupees 200, and the equal amount will be contributed by the government also. And upon reaching the age of 60, the beneficiaries who are contributing monthly will get a fixed pension of rupees 3,000. 3,000 per month for their lifetime. So the current status of this scheme, has basically covered 3,52,598 common service centers with 46 lakh enrollments under it. And these are the top 5 states where the cards have already been issued. Haryana have the highest number of contributors here, followed with Uttar Pradesh, followed with Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and then Chhattisgarh. These are the top 5 states with the card issued of this Yojana. And there is a particular process for your exit, and the withdrawal provisions are there. If you exit before the age of exit before 10 years, then the scheme if you exit the scheme before 10 years, then the contributed amount is being refunded with the savings bank interest rate. Second, if you exit after 10 years but before 60 years, then the beneficiary will receive their share of contribution along with the accumulated interest that is being actually earned by the fund or the savings bank interest rate. Whichever is higher, you will be getting that amount. Death before the age of 60 years or permanent disability caused by an accident. In this case, the spouse can continue with the scheme, or they can withdraw the contributed amount with interest as actually earned by the fund or the saving bank interest. Here also, whichever the higher will be there, you will be provided the rate. Death after 60 years, the spouse in the case of death, they will receive 50% of the pension amount as a family pension. After the death of the subscriber as well and his or her spouse as well, if both of them if after the death of both of the spouse and the subscriber, the entire amount and the entire corpus will be credited to the bank itself. And in case of default, if a subscriber does not pay the amount, contribute continuously, they will be allowed to regularize his or her contribution by paying the entire outstanding due with the penalty charged by the government, if any. This was all about the Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Mandhan Yojana. Go through the questions very carefully and then comment your answers also in the comment section. That's all for today. Thank you so much. Join our Telegram channel, subscribe our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram. Thank you.